We, me, Cole, and Hunter and Justin came back out to the high line where Justin shot that coyote on the one video with it running down the high line. And Cole, he just bought he's got a 204 Ruger with the coyote cannon and the 2x16 sight mark Wraith. And this was his first kill with it. He just got everything in here the other day. We've made a couple hunts when we ain't been calling nothing in. Mosquitoes are bad. It's freaking hot. It's humid. Been raining for the last 3 or 4 days, and the coyotes they just ain't been committing. And we came to this high line, and I've been using luscious lips, but this evening I decided just to go with the rat distress, just leave it playing for a little bit longer. And I think we were in the call maybe 10 minutes, and this coyote came out. He didn't have an SD card yet, so Justin was doing the recording, but he made a good shot on it. He's shooting a 32 grain, the Hornady-vmax out of the 204, and he shot a little far back, but it didn't run 40 yards. The hole looks worse than what it is, but it's just a little pencil hole. There's no exit at all, so me and Justin been kind of curious about them 204s, because when we went to West Texas, I've talked about on one of the videos about how we like the 55 grain VMAX and the 223, how it hasn't been doing any pelt damage, little pinholes. Well, we found out that a fox within 100 yards in, it will turn them inside out. I mean, there was no saving no pelts when we went up there to West Texas. So we've been kind of thinking about if we get invited back, maybe shooting a 17 HMR, you know, moving our sight marks to the 17 HMR and trying that if we ever get an opportunity to shoot a fox. Justin actually has a 204 that he hadn't even hunted with yet. And so, like I said, we were real curious about that 32 grain. And I think this coyote was probably 80 yards. And I mean, it's just one little entrance, and it ain't a huge coyote. It's a grown coyote, but it ain't huge. And I think they may be onto something with that. He's going to South Texas this weekend, and they may or may not see some fox, but the area he's in does have a lot of fox in the area, so we're hoping he can shoot a couple of them, and we may end up rigged up with 204s just for if we ever get the opportunity to go back to West Texas and shoot some on fox, because some of them grays that we shot weren't that pretty, but we don't have very many fox hides hanging on our wall yet, so we were hoping to save some. And like I said, the 55, I talked about the 55 grain VMAX, and I just don't want to mislead people thinking that, oh, it's not going to do any pelt damage. We found out it will. So hopefully we'll get a report from him this weekend saying that that 204, which their hides are no good right now anyway, but at least we'll know next time, I'm kind of leery about shooting the 17. I just don't think it's enough. I think one of the videos of the fox we killed, the guy shot in the daylight. We had a buddy that was with us. He shot it with a 22 at about 30 yards in the daylight, and he hit it. We heard the bullet hit it. We seen it run off. We never recovered it, so I just kind of scared about the 17. So hopefully this 32 grain VMAX will be the ticket on fox, and shit, it may be better than the VMAX, but there'll be more to come on that. But yeah, he made a hell of a shot. You see in the video, like I said, he hit him a little far back. He spun around a little bit, and we actually couldn't find no blood. We had to replay the video because we couldn't find no blood. And we really did. It's hard to judge where they go at night. You can't tell where exactly they were standing. Everything looks the same. So we replayed the video, and I walked down there, and Justin said, all right, he looked like he was about right there. And I used my thermal, and I shined in there, and I could see him laying there in the woods. So another reason why the thermal scanner is freaking, you got to have it. I mean, you can ask Cole, it'll freaking, your neck and your back and everything else will hurt because you're constantly looking through the scope scanning. When me and Justin are just standing there with our arms crossed, looking, just looking around, just comfortable and everything else. So I'm very, very happy with the thermal scanner. Justin, he was using his, and he seen the coyote coming, and they let it come in you know, he worked the call pretty good. So we got some pretty good video. But I guess we'll, that's a wrap, huh? I don't know what else to say.
You want to talk any about that scanner, look at it closer?
Oh, I do want to talk about his, I want to show his gun setup. Just in case somebody does, you know, want a 204, we'll show how he got it set up. Like I said, this is a Ruger American Predator. He put the rifle mount. He ordered everything from Outdoor Legacy, didn't he? Yeah. He got the Coyote cannon. So this is I've seen a lot of people putting shit on the barrel. Don't do that. I mean, it's just not. It changes the frequency of the barrel. It's not a good thing to do. This is a Caldwell mount that actually bolts to the eyelet for the sling. And it's the way to go. I think he paid 20 bucks for it on Amazon, and it's still got, you know, if you take your light off and you want to use it rifle hunting, you still got a place to hang your sling. So if you want to mount the Coyote cannon, get this or something similar. Don't put it on your barrel. But yeah, he's been running the AA batteries right now. He's going to eventually get a battery pack to go in here, you know, like me and Justin have, to where he can plug it in and run off an external battery pack, just last longer. AA's have been lasting, what, 3 or 4 hunts probably?
Probably get about an hour and a half out of it.
About an hour and a half. So, but yeah, it's a sweet setup, man. I really like it. And it's also threaded, you know, if he ever wants to run a silencer on it like Justin's got on his. And but it's a cool setup. It's light, other than the freaking, you know, the boat anchor on the front of it for that light, but it makes it nice where you can, you know, you can see a long way with that Coyote cannon. But yeah, I'm impressed with it. I like it.
Oh, you want to pick him up?
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah. You can see he's starting to lose his winter coat. He's got a little bit of fur left on him, but it's been hot, and he's definitely losing.
No exit wound on the other side?
Yeah, no exit wound at all. None. So, yep. I think he... And another thing, too, is it's not an expensive gun. I mean, you know, you can really spend some money to get into night hunting. And to me, I mean, none of us are rich, so... a budget night gun, I mean, you just can't beat it. I mean, it's.
I mean, that whole setup about what, $1,400 with gun, optics, and lights and everything.
Yeah. So it'll kill them.